friends close, but your enemies closer.
Yo, what's up, guys? Frazier here, 15 here.
Yes, sir.
It's Real Life Shift, episode 27. 27, right?
28.
No, 28. God
28,
damn.
gang. 28.
28.
28,
Jeez.
man.
You know,
Me like Apollo Santo for y'all, man.
yeah,
I mean,
we moving.
we moving and grooving. We definitely moving and grooving.
You know what I mean? First off, shout out to Belaire, sponsor of Real Life Shift.
Official Belaire gang, man.
You know, but we got some topics for you guys tonight, man. We're gonna jump into some ghetto shit, to say the least. You know what I mean?
Some unfortunate, you know what I mean? The typical, you know what I mean?
First thing we're gonna jump into, Tyrese Gibson on $1 million worth of game, right?
Real niggas, man. This for my real niggas out
Right.
there, you feel me?
So, and it's funny because I didn't. We spoke about this yesterday, I think, and then I didn't check it out yet because I wanted to see.
I was supposed to text
you.
you. I was supposed to text you like, yo, let's just watch. I don't know if you want to watch it, but let's just watch it on a pod.
Yeah,
You feel me?
and that's the thing, man. I know, like what is he talking about in this shit? Like, is it like,
bro? Honestly, like, just so y'all understand, when we have our conversations, like about what we gonna talk about and shit, we be already talking about shit, right? But when I'm saying, yo, Tyrese shit, fire, amazing episode, and then he say like, he'll be like, what is he talking about? Or, you know, everything you ask, he literally off the rip is gonna explain everything. He's gonna answer all them questions.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he can hear us, bro. You know, so he literally spoke to, I would say, to us, to, you know, the community of everybody that feels that, you know, they need to do stuff. I like how he paid respect to Gilly. I don't want to spoil that. If y'all seen it, y'all seen it. But for you, I don't want to say. But I just want to state that just so you know. I love how he did that, and you know that shit is rare to happen on a show like that. But you know, I mean, look, I don't want to say too much, but
yeah, let's run it.
It's a great episode so far.
Let's run it. Tyrese Gibson, $1 million worth of game. Let's run it.
I snatched some socks off a nigga out there in the hall. I said, hey, you got on black socks, cuz. Let me get them socks.
Oh shit, I got them socks.
Somebody in the working bar soon say, yo, man, I need some black socks. Let me take them joints up.
I said, hey, you know what I said? I had to get the socks first. I said, hey, bro, if you ever went to jail, man, you gonna get shucked up for all your shit. He was like, oh, I'll give you my socks. That's way too easy. I got on that. Hey, man, you got your pocket, dude.
He's already goofing off. Look how he pulled up, though.
I was going, though. I go up in there, man, it's Gilly. And man, I'm like, wait, hold on. So I got to change my outfit. And I look like I got on some red carpet slappers. I'm talking to the hood, baby. I can't be in the hood looking like Great Gatsby right now. You know what I'm saying? And I need your socks.
You need my socks.
I need your black socks.
Here you go.
Please. Oh, man, I'm serious.
Sure.
I'm serious, man. I'm going to flip them inside out. Let's go. That's some nasty. But you don't want to see my feet on camera. All right? This is what would happen. If you ever went to jail, you'd be giving up all kinds. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hey, when y'all watch this interview, I'm putting this whole outfit on right here. Saved my life.
You're now tuned into $1 million.
That's hard.
Yes. You got a legend. Yes. The first time I saw my brother, he was on the bus singing, man. He was on the bus singing, man. I mean, soda commercial, man. That was the first time I seen him. And then after that, he just came through all types of legendary tunes, just doing his thing, cracked through.
You be mine.
Some of y'all, first time y'all seen him was Fast and Furious. Y'all ain't know about what he did.
Yeah,
I'm saying
young out here, man. They ain't tap in till Roman period.
they ain't tap into
They
it.
don't know about Jody.
You got some food in there.
And Bing choked him all out.
Yeah,
I was like,
wait, we ain't gotta talk about no choke, man. That was acting.
listen. I'm like, because you know what was so real about that? You know what's so real about that? I had a dude that my mom used to talk to back in the day, and and everybody know that story. I wasn't feeling it.
What did it all?
Because you'll find a reason. If it, your mom might talk to certain dudes, and you might feel one or two, and if he ain't around no more, you ain't feeling nobody else. Because that y'all might have that connection, like a father-son connection, even though he ain't your dad. But then you had a dude that just like
disrespect.
Like, bro, you ain't running this joint. This is my mom's joint.
But moms in most cases be letting them.
Because I'm telling you one thing that supersede everything. When he come in and put that monster on.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say is lonely for a lot of these single mothers, and them missing that alpha presence in any capacity in their house. It's hard for a mother to raise boys. It's much easier for a mother to raise girls, but even that's challenging because girls and teenage girls be the most disrespectful towards their mothers ever. They be arguing back. You know, it's like it's always that component. Like daddy's little girl is not a concept that just came out of the sky. Daddy's little girl is because there's a lot of people out here that say, "Fuck my mama, I love my daddy more." Okay, because it's that conflict. And so same thing with us as young boys that become adolescent and teenagers, that young adults into men. We are always struggling with, territory, environment, right? And so a lot of times these single mothers be so desperate, and that ain't for everybody. Nobody wants to be alone, but a lot of times they be so desperate and thirsty to get something at the house. As soon as they get them, they get that permission to run the whole say whatever you want to them kid. Treat them however way you want, this and that, you know what I mean? And if they try and come at me about anything that you did or you said to them, I'm gonna f them up to make sure that you don't go nowhere. And that's the house I grew up in.
And it's crazy because
my mama rest in peace, but I was not acting in Baby Boy. King Rames definitely triggered the shit. I don't like to this day.
Small hoochie.
Hey, I swear to God, y'all think I'm playing. I run into that to this day, bro. I don't give a fuck where we at, what clothes we got on, what we doing, what he been. It could be the Golden Globe. I see it across the room. I be like, man, that right there.
No,
that nigga really remind me.
I thought y'all was acting.
I guess the truth just came out.
How about
Stupid.
That
so that thing triggered you. It triggered you.
Triggered me like a mother. Just like you just finished talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you lucky that one of the niggas your mama dated you was cool with. I wasn't with none of them. Man. None of them. They came up in my crib. Man, I was like, man, what the fuck is this? And I wasn't a video game. Like all the extra shit that Jody was doing, that was movie, right? I didn't have no kids at the time, none of that. But yeah, bro, Baby Boy was my life. I was not acting. That John Singleton, rest in peace to the big homie, that just had to turn that camera on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, it was crazy. This is some shit that nobody would know. While we was on the set.
Of course.
Goddamn YouTube. That niggas is some haters, man.
Of course.
But that's interesting.
How they got
funny.
the shit tied in.
You know, it's funny that he's like what he's saying, right? I know. I think what he's talking about now has a lot to do with the way this nigga deal with women. From his history, it looked like he has like a bad track record with women. Like, shit just his relationships that go public just always end up badly. And he's always on the other side of those things where he's looking crazy. Like it almost looks like the women are more stable, are in more control than he is. You know, this nigga like break down and cry, and he's like, he do all of those things. And I've never seen any of his ex-wives or girlfriends cry ever about the relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's like usually him, and that go back. I feel like it goes back to his childhood. If he's what he's talking about now, not having a male role model in the home. You don't got no daddy to show you how to respond to certain shit. So I think I can see that, bro, because this nigga have a lot of issues with women, bro. Like keeping them. You know, it's like even see, I don't know. He was with this dark skin BBL looking type of girl. I don't even know if the body was real or fake, but I think even she left him on some, the nigga too emotional type shit. Like I hear that shit about him when it comes to women. So I don't know.
If
Usually
I'm correct, I think he gonna clear all that up too. And in the midst of it, I think I kind of stopped right at that point though.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah. Let's run it. Let's run it.
But he goes crazy.
And we got into that fight scene, right? I know everybody, you was joking about the choke and all that. That shit was classic.
That's classic.
Say something else, little choke. I be hearing random say that shit to me. You ain't choke yet. But I do want to say that you having way too much of this shit. Philly niggas, man. That's crazy, though, man. Right. So
you just want to get on the plane. Choke you, just
no, it ain't like that.
Philly niggas.
The crazy thing is, I actually the joke is about the choke, but it ain't no ever tried that, it nowhere. And I don't even hear anything about the choke. It's like, hey man, this was funny as hell. That choke you. Yeah. It's more so like that. But I will say that the running joke is, hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We hungry. That's what you just said. What? That's where I hear everywhere I go. I could be in an arena, walking through an airport, it'd be a rant. Hey man, you hungry? I'll be like, oh, here we go with this mask on. And I know who I am, yelling out hungry joke. Anyway, back to my story. I was saying that John Singleton knew. First of all, he wrote the movie for Pac. Rest in peace. He wrote Baby Boy. Jody was Tupac.
Can you imagine that?
When Pac got killed in Vegas in 96.
I can definitely see
years. I don't know how many years. Over 10 years went by. And John was like, if I go and make this movie, he told me, I feel like I'm going to disrespect Pac because it's like a custom suit. Like I wrote this movie for Pac. They did Poetic Justice. They was the best of friends. They talked. They linked up all the time. Like, there's a lot of niggas out here with they goofy Pac stories, but you can look up on YouTube right now, find another that was doing sprint and running contests up the street with Tupac. John Singleton and Pac were like best of friends, super close. So he felt the way, obviously, about Pac being killed, but he was really like, I wrote Jody and this entire Baby Boy movie for Pac, which is why the whole mural was in my bedroom.
I remember that.
Yeah. So fast forward, we in the middle of the living room doing the scene.
GMCs.
What does that have to do? It's wrongly placed commercials.
And my mama name is Priscilla. Rest in peace. And this is my first movie, right? So we dealing with Taraji, and this is, she acted before, but I'm the only on the set who have never acted in my life. I'm sweet lady lately. I'm out here pure vaginal activity. About Hollywood movie sets, none of this. Whatever the fuck that is, that's the furthest thing from any of my plans. So I'm not reading scripts. I'm not doing no acting classes. Nothing about that world was anything of any interest to me at the time. So I'm on the set, and if you got John Singleton, pressure, Ving Rhames with all of his experience, pressure. Taraji is new, but this is her breakout role, pressure. She's more experienced than me. I'm new. I didn't know what POV meant, point of view. I didn't know what INT, interior, versus EXT,
your mom was also
exterior.
She also had experience.
She's experienced, went to Spelman, she a legend. So I'm on the set green as a mother. I'm like, nigga, got it raining outside in the middle of the night. This rain machine. He don't want me no more. That was all rain machine. I'm outside like, what the fuck is? This all new. Anyway, John Singleton knew my mama's name, and John knew that other than Pac, who he wrote it for, and they said, "You the only that remind me of Pac. He the only that's alpha, strong, outspoken, vocal, born and raised on some street like from Watts for real. Like you ain't an implant. You ain't grow up in the suburbs, fell on hard time, moved to the hood. I was born and raised at Martin Luther King Hospital. I ain't out here super crippin', blooding. I ain't sold no dope. Y'all other out here painting a different picture. I'm a real hood that can make a fall, can make a call and your life up. And that's that capacity. Like you go out here and do what you do. Right. We do this hood 24 hours, 7 days a week. Now, if you ever need something, we got you. That's my life. Right. So John Singleton was like, you the only that remind me of Pac. Everybody out here want to be Pac. They getting tattoos trying to become Pac. They out here trying to rap and sound like Pac. They trying to be super thug like Pac. They getting Pac tattoos. They doing whatever. You the only remind. You know who else said it? Pac's mama, who became the godmother to my daughter at the time. Rest in peace to Afeni. So I'm in the living room and we doing this scene. John Singleton knew my mama name and he knew that this whole thing about being a baby boy and being in conflict with stepfathers and all that was my actual life. So I was in the middle of a scene struggling to get angry while I was doing a scene. This is when the whole fight broke out in the living room. Slapped me, threw me over the table and all that, and I'm screaming and yelling and all that shit. And my mama's like, you leave him alone, and all that whole scene. I couldn't find it. I could not find, as an actor. And then, that off camera, he said, I'm going to tell you the problem. You want your mama to be your woman, but this is my woman. Priscilla is my girl. Oh. So John told Ving the name. He told Ving Rhames what my mama's name was, bro, while the camera was rolling on me. That's all she wrote.
Brought the greatest act out.
Hey, you say Priscilla name on camera, nigga, Denzel coming out. Hey.
King Kong ain't got oh, man.
Hey, straight up, nigga. I swear to God, I stood up, and I'm gonna tell you when he said it. When the nigga said, that nigga said that, you know, we all hood, and we try our best. I tell people, I'm naturally not a nice person. I work heavy. I work hard every single day to tap into good vibrations and energy. But the hood, man, the hood will f you up. The hood will be like, you can have all the teeth in your mouth. You could be out here charming, cracking jokes. The hood will f you up and make you become them because that's the only way to survive. So this threw my mama's name out there. And I grew up in all Crip hood. I ain't never been a Crip in my life, but I grew up in all Crip hood. And when that said Priscilla, I said, this is when I stood up in the scene and I was like, cuz I gotta keep like you. When I walked up on him like that, that's when he said Priscilla.
And they just cut the Priscilla out.
Cut the Priscilla out because that was off camera. It was off camera. So he yelled out that, and I walked up on that nigga, keep like you, and that nigga in his face. And that was the dialogue and the scene and the moment that happened after. And the thing is, I was so mad about this mentioning my mama name. He did the shit multiple takes. He only had to say my mama name once. But we did that scene multiple takes because he had to shoot different angles and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, that nigga said my mama name.
Well, you got the best out of here.
Say my mama name.
Yo, Gilly's stupid.
Yo.
Hey, you funny, bro.
You got the best out of you, though.
You wanted me to tap out. You wanted that Denzel to come out. You say Priscilla. Put an F in front of it, nigga. Priscilla. I said, what? I said Priscilla name on that boy. God, boy, I tell you, it was crack. You just had to roll camera. That was it.
I got heat for like you.
I got, hey, cuz, I got heat for like you. I stepped up. You know what it is. It's like, it's one day to just stand still. When it's about to crack, you gonna step into that shit with the knuckles was balled up.
Look at Gilly. I can't this nigga, bro.
What?
Yeah.
He was ready. He forgot he was on set.
He liked this shit way too much, bro.
Yo.
Let me ask you a question, right?
What's up?
Oh, come on, man.
The all-new GMC Acadia.
Cut it out. Cut it out, YouTube. You're killing us.
Nobody won a GMC, bro.
Hey, by the way, I came in with a totally different outfit, and I hope y'all roll the B-roll footage.
Oh, yeah, we putting all that out.
They didn't tell me where I was going, and I walked in this. I seen this, and I seen y'all image up on the wall. I said, I got on the wrong goddamn outfit.
He definitely did.
We gotta take this glossy right here. This look like a movie premiere. This
you had your Breakfast Club fit on.
Yeah. Leaving that alone.
Oh, Charlamagne,
that's our guy. That's our guy, Charlamagne.
Yeah, Charlamagne. He blessed me this morning.
Yeah.
But guess what? I was banned from the Breakfast Club.
This episode of Million Dollars Worth of Fame is brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. Now, you know the slogan.
Here we go.
Like you on your way. Shot of New Amsterdam Vodka. You caught your woman cheating today. Shot of New Amsterdam Vodka. You thought that check was coming and it didn't come your way.
What's wrong with this?
Shot of New Amsterdam Vodka. It's distilled 5 times. It's filtered 3 times for you know what? That clean, crisp finish. You could drink it straight up, on the rocks, juice, soda, or just make a classic New Amsterdam mule. That's up to you. But when you out and about at your local liquor store, you make sure you scoop you up some of this.
One of these.
New Amsterdam vodka.
It's crazy.
The NAV. Make sure you get you some NAV. ASAP. The official vodka of Barstool Sports. And what are we talking about? I mean, a great time. Great for pre-gaming. Great for, right before the boxing events. Whatever you're into. New Amsterdam vodka. Put this in your life. Right?
That's cool.
My interview was at 9:30, but I was banned from the Breakfast Club at least until 9 a.m. Envy wasn't having it.
Wow.
We chopped it up. We talked. We chopped it up. Yeah. We had that conversation. But me and Charlamagne was working on that Breakfast Club interview for the last 2-3 days, and Envy was not having it.
Wow, because you helped him and his wife, man.
No. We're not even gonna go there. He wasn't having it because of the way everything went down. You know what I mean? It ain't about, at this point, I'm not being politically correct. It ain't about who's at fault, who said what, who did. We already addressed it.
Right.
If y'all want to know what happened, have fun. Look it up. Point is, I said to Charlamagne last night, I said, bro, listen, you do understand that this platform don't belong to you. You do understand that every black man that witnessed what happened to your young king.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Rest in peace to him. I meant to start the interview off with that. Like, bro, like, every real out here felt you all the way.
Thank you.
But what you did, black man, is, oh God, give me the words. What you did with your loss and the choices that we all know you could have made, because we know who did it.
It was difficult.
We know who did it. We know who's involved. We know who did what. I don't know. You know. That's what happened. They could give you the intel.
Absolutely.
So we know God did a number on you. We know God showed up and said, there's some choices that you instinctively want to make, should make. And we're not doing that. And every real period, I don't give a what side you from. I don't give a fuck, from Brooklyn to Philly to jail doing 20, will never see another day. Everybody know what choice you could have made, my nigga. Everybody. Real hood. proud of you, black man.
Thank you, brother.
And may God rest his soul. And I don't care. 5-10 years from now, it's always gonna be a hole in your heart. And I don't even know what that is. I lost my mom. I done lost a lot of real I grew up with. I ain't never buried a child. And God bless you, bro. Every 24 hours is what my therapist, as I've been dealing with losing John Singleton and Paul Walker and my mama died on Valentine's Day. If she gave birth to an R&B singer, you gonna die on Valentine's? Bruh.
Crazy.
And we don't need to compare notes. I think the worst thing y'all can do is compare notes. A loss is a loss.
Facts.
But bruh, the choices you could have made, what difficult. You could have arranged.
It was difficult.
Calls you could have made, the line you could have pushed.
It was difficult.
Real no.
But
you using this stage and this platform the right way, bro.
God had me at a certain point in my life by that time.
Praise God.
It would have offset what I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Because you understood.
Which is trying to keep the youth out of prison.
You could have threw it all away for that situation, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Most people would.
I've never talked to you about this, right? I don't want anybody to think that's rolling that we don't even have each other's number, right?
No.
I don't got your number either, right? We ain't had no pre-interview. We just flowing. Listen, real.
Just sell it. Which Dave?
Yeah, that shit was. I remember when that shit happened. I forgot what I was. Where did I see that on? Might have been Academics was talking about it, and I was like, "Damn, son," because I didn't even be honest, bro. I didn't even know Gilly had a son that old.
I mean, I know he would talk about him, you know, periodically from watching the show. You would hear him mentioning him every now and then. Oh, my son, woo, you know what I mean? But you already know. I heard it. I was just like,
crazy, and it's funny, Woody, because like what he's telling him now, bro, is just kind of, and it's funny because it's this type of talk right here is gonna kind of bleed into the next topic number 2. You'll see how it connects in a sense. But yeah, man, unfortunate to see that, man. But
rest in peace, bro.
Rest in peace to that young man, for real.
Real hood is spoken and unspoken. You ain't gotta walk into any room, any club, any environment, no airport. I don't give a you could be in Wall Street, the whitest white boardroom ever. If a hood walk in, you gonna know off top. Every period who's seen that all go down in real time, that trauma, that loss on that level, there's so many choices that we all know you could have made. And that's why I'm looking you in your face as a black man and telling you how proud of you I am.
Appreciate that, brother.
Because I don't know you personally, but I know as a hood, because we all from that place. There's some calls that could have been made. You ain't even had to do it. Because see, when you really about that life, man, your hands don't get dirty. Right? You know, man, you might be able to rub your ear and wink, and the sniper just it's like, hey, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, the most charming, charismatic ever, born and raised in the hood. They shake your hand, and you won't even be able to put 2 and 2 together. That the reason that you will never see another birthday happen from that handshake in Valet Park. Shake your hand, be like, all right, nigga, hey, good to see you. All right, baby. You crazy? Rub that nose right there. I'm at the crib, nigga. Hey, and when a nigga call me with the news, I'm gonna be like, say what? Oh man.
Man, you lying.
You playing.
They did that.
Hey, they ran up in your house, man. You showing up to check on the nigga's house that got ran through, and you the nigga that arranged. Just put that 70-inch up. Nigga, go see that nigga.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Now, I want to get into something. Right?
Hey, when you get the 70-inch, get the Apple TV attached in the back.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this.
Watch everything.
Everything. It's like, you know, a lot of people know you.
Yep.
For an extraordinary franchise that you're a part of. Fast and Furious. How did that come about?
John Singleton.
Crazy.
We did Baby Boy first.
I didn't know that.
My second movie ever was Fast and the Furious.
How do you go? Like, how was it? Like, you walking into that, knowing that you basically, the first one you freestyle. The first movie you freestyle.
Boy, I've been freestyling it for 30 years, my brother.
Go ahead, explain that.
My life, my whole career felt like a rental car. Like at some point, I got to give it back.
Like that.
I'm not talking about like, this ain't no fake humble. I'm talking about like, if you're in disbelief about my life, not you, but if people are looking at my life and my career and like, oh, he started off with the Coke commercial and man, 10 billion in box office, man, the sweet lady, the arena sold out, you know, he's still, man, I can't believe I'm still, man. Listen, y'all had 5 minutes of fame. My shit was 30 seconds. I'm almost at 30 years, man. Like, come on, man. God's got his hands on me so crazy. Every day feels like Christmas, man. Can't believe I'm here. Like, bro, I've been looking at y'all for years on TV. I still allow myself to be starstruck.
We do too.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, the goal is to never allow yourself to get too familiar with how blessed you are. This all continue to be a big deal. Like, my stomach touching my back. Every form of public aid, WIC vouchers, county checks. My mama made us go to a Social Security building and play retarded.
To get that check.
$780. Straight up. Government cheese, nigga.
You been acting.
That was my first acting gig.
Your mom was your first director. You got your first movie gig. Your mom.
Bro, that nigga's stupid, bro.
That was my first motherfucking acting gig. That was your first acting gig.
Hey, man, they laughing off.
Your mom.
Why you laughing so goddamn hard, man? His face ran over. He laughing off.
Rest in peace to the legend. But your mom gave you.
My mama put me on.
Basically.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all what it was, though. The crazy. I ain't never shared this shit publicly in my life. Oh man, they can't. Hey, you can't arrest my mama. She gone. Out here, go. Yeah. we passed the window of opportunity. Me and my brother went and got that. So my mama said, now this is, I said, mama, well, this now I'm like 8 years old. She said, this is what we gonna do. She said, we got to go into this county building and you know, if y'all end up doing this, we gonna get $760 a month. And your mama could use this. You know, I'm here, we in the hood. I'm working and trying to keep up. It's for y'all. You know, you got your 2 sisters, your brother. And so if y'all do this, then this is how much money your mama gonna get.
Is it a piece or was it just for all y'all? Was it $700 a piece?
It was $762 a piece.
Ooh. Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't
this back in the day. Mama.
Go ahead.
Gary's it's too much.
Yo,
What happened, man? I want to know this.
Well, I don't want to know you want to know a story and shit.
I want to hear the lecture your mom gave you.
Hey, you stupid as hell. Hey,
How that lecture go? How that lecture?
Hey, man, let me tell my goddamn story, man.
How that lecture go?
This comedy, bro. So, mom said, when we get up in here, she said, delay your answers. Mama was gangster, dude. So Mama gonna get this money. You mean? She said, delay your answers. I said, what does that mean? She said, well, if I ask you a question, you would respond, right? I said, yeah. She said, well, I'm gonna ask you a question. What color is the wall? I said, white. She said, don't do that. She said, if they ask you what color is the wall, act like you thinking about it, look at the wall, and then say, white. But delay it. Make it, you know, she didn't like totally unpack. She didn't say play retarded. She didn't say use them words, but she was just basically like, we got to go up in here and make them believe
Y'all slow.
That y'all got some issues. And then she said, whatever they ask you to do, whatever tests they give you, I don't know what they're gonna give you, but whatever test they give you, purposely act like you can't pass the test. And I'm smart. At 8 years old now, I was sharp as a I've always been an A student. I'm a hood, but I've always been a communicator.
Gilly
and
had
always
to
been
be
smart.
fried, bro.
I had behavioral problems. I've always wanted to I've always been the class clown. I ain't never been no dumb, right? So mom said, do that. So then the lady came in, white lady came in. She pulled out a puzzle and she's talking to me like I'm slow. She's like, hi, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, okay, so listen, I'm going to put a puzzle in front of you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like this. I'm staring at shit that ain't there. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm in. I
get this money for mama. You like, I'm going to get mama this money.
Very stupid, bro.
The nigga said I'm staring at shit that ain't there.
He's selling it.
Oh, crazy.
I'm sorry, man. This shit black people got to go through just to make it in life.
Oh, God.
It's real.
sorry,
These
man.
white people behind the camera like, man, that's real. Hey, being in this black skin is real as fuck. Anyway, so she says, I'm going to put a puzzle in front of you.
She put the puzzle there.
It says, it's a puzzle of a human being.
Like, you don't know what a human being is.
She talking to me like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like my name is Pookie. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm out of this.
You don't know what's going on.
I can't fuck with you niggas.
Crazy. Oh, crazy.
He's got tears going on his head. Zoom in on his tears, bro. So she put the puzzle in front of me. She's full on like, I'm gonna put this in front of you. Okay, and I'm sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Staring off.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're looking all over the place.
So she put the puzzle, and then I remember she took the lid off the puzzle, and then she put all the pieces of the puzzle and had them to fall all over the place. And then she started scrambling them like domino. You know what I mean? She hit a nigga with the, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to even, you know, hopefully, I ain't got to give you this goddamn money because you ain't going to know where the legs and the arms and none of this shit go. So she hit a nigga with the Scrabble, and then she says, now, do me a favor and put the puzzle together. So I looked. My mama directed me, okay? My mama's my original director. So I said, okay, I'm looking. If you my mom, right? I'm full on. They got 8 years old. I go.
Nigga just looked at her like,
Yeah.
This is the leg. This is the head. This is the head, right?
I can't believe I know what he ready to.
This is the head, right? So these are legs. Okay. Look at my mom again. And then I go.
The leg right next to the head.
Leg coming out the goddamn head. Said $716 sold.
Yeah.
But what about your sister? Your brothers? Man? What about the rest? Did they get it?
Oh yeah, no. I don't remember.
Yeah, this nigga's
I don't remember both of my sisters doing it. Me and my brother definitely did it.
Yeah, she knew you had a little acting in you.
Yeah, she might. My mama might have been taught, and I don't know. I wasn't a part of that conversation. Nor was I old enough to understand. All I can tell you is, I don't think that the Social Security building would have been able to believe it for y'all. So she like, ain't no way you gave birth to 4 out here on the spectrum.
Straight, man.
You straight. So we could get away with 2.
Right.
And so me and my brother went up in there and we got that. But anyway, yeah, man, heads was coming out, the legs was coming out the head, motherfucking arms was coming out the stomach. I fucked that puzzle up.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
When you was on the internet, you was just being a human being. and you was just talking about some issues you was going through.
You talking about the crying video?
And you said, what do you want me to do?
No. What more do you want from me? And congratulations.
Did you ever think that shit was going to be like...
I did not know I filmed myself. I did not know I uploaded the video. Yeah. And I didn't know that the video was out there for almost 4 months. Okay, I was stressed out because I woke up to some accusations. Yeah. And they sent me in to a therapist and a psychiatrist, and they literally gave me some psych med. To this day, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Yeah. I've never had a drink in my life. Yeah. Red wine, white wine, a beer, nothing. I don't smoke. I don't drink or smoke Molly, X, Perk. I don't give a fuck who you are, what it is. I ain't never with nothing, ever. I don't smoke weed, nothing. Mm-hmm. So you put anything in my system, it's gonna have like I get high off of smoking weed in the studio set. I'll be on the couch like this. 5 minutes. It could be the weakest dirt weed all the way up to this chemical weed y'all out here smoking with goddamn 50 goddamn chemicals in it. You put anything in the air and I'm out. You done because that ain't my world. So they put some psych meds in my system for the first time ever. And man, I filmed myself. I uploaded that video. That video was out there. The memes, the jokes, and all. I had no idea that none of that shit was going on because I was literally out of my mind. I was gone, bro. Yeah. And so, it was funny. I think if it wasn't me, I would have been trolling me. I'd have posted that video of another doing that. But it was crazy as a mother. To have that in my system, be out of my mind, literally, have that to be the darkest, most embarrassing thing ever. And then going back to you.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by
Come on.
YouTube Premium. You can skip?
Them niggas got me, right?
Thought you could skip this, my boy?
Niggas hold that L
like
real quick.
It was a person that was going through something. He was pouring his heart out.
That's because you're a father.
And then it's just crazy how our culture is that you could take somebody pouring their heart out on some human. Real human
can't be human
shit.
In our culture.
Yeah. Just being human, like.
Yeah, but think about it. Pouring your heart out is true.
It's truth.
They not used to seeing me, shit like that. Right. They not used to seeing you cry. They not used to seeing you cry. Mm-hmm. They used to seeing us the way they used to seeing us. We together, we hood, we this, we that. Anything about vulnerabilities feels weak, smell weak. It's like it's the reason why black men don't go to therapy, because if you scared, go to church. So I know they normalizing the dialogue around mental health and mental health awareness. But we've been out here up forever. Now, you think it's easy to go to school on Wednesday, be playing basketball with your, then on Thursday you trying to do a car wash and fundraiser to raise some money to bury your homie? Like, you can't even process what the that is. Like, it's real going on out here. And then man up, man, don't cry, men don't cry, this and that. The only thing about that video, this is me. I was mental health awareness before y'all made it cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like everybody else. Fly, handsome, out here knocking down every bad on human feet.
That's a hell of a line, on human feet.
Yes, sir. And been at it.
He like that line.
It's real vaginal activity. Endless. Brrr, okay? Only reason I ain't knock your head down because I didn't go out last night.
Damn, he talking.
Somebody went home with something because I ain't show up.
Tyrese
I wasn't there. He had to do something.
He don't even do comedy, bro. But
that would have been me getting domed out, not you.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, man. Love you was nice if I was there. That would have been me. That would have been my work last night. But, hey, I ain't want to go out last night.
I didn't want to go out.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Anyway, so all I'm saying is, us as men, we are black men and men in general. I would love to say black. We specifically, we got some different type of shit that we grow up in. I know they love to go Holocaust and make reference to the Holocaust when it comes to the Jewish community. My daughter is Jewish, so I understand the sensitivities of a trauma. We understand the sensitivities of the traumas associated to slavery. But we live in this every day, bro. They will never understand, even if you in tears and crying and you go into all of the specifics and details about what it is to be a black man in America. They have no idea. They'll be like, oh man, I'm listening. I mean, I didn't know. But you're gonna be able to leave this conversation, white man, and still be a white man. So your experience in this America is still gonna be through the lens of your skin. We both got the same thing. I'm man, you man. This here, this different. Okay? When you get pulled over, you're not thinking these thoughts. When you call 911 for help, you didn't know that it was gonna go from calling for help to you being the nigga get shot in your kitchen with a pot of hot water. You don't know what the fuck this is. We do this every single day. And for somebody to be able to crack a joke and we smile to this day, what a blessing. For you to wake up in any kind of good mood, when every reason to be in a fucked up mood is at your door every day. Y'all don't understand. So, not y'all, obviously, but I'm talking about like, they don't understand. It's really, it's really special to wake up every single day. I'm 45 years old. Some of y'all out here refuse to grow up. Turquoise hair, black fingernails, announcing you're homosexual, trying to fit into the in crowd, grown, doing TikTok. Grow the up. It's okay to be a man and say, I love, and there is no other option for me. It's all right. And guess what? If you out here playing and going big, I'm one of them that also believe in everybody should do what makes them happy. Love who you love, play the way you want to play. But y'all out here right now, y'all out here, y'all are at home questioning your man, you questioning your own manhood because of all this shit that's all over Instagram. And you losing track of the confidence that you should be having and who the fuck you were born to be. Now, if you love who you love and you said, man, I'm a man, I've been with women my whole life and I realize that that's where I want to go, do what makes you happy. Like literally, I've never judged or looked at anybody, their race, their religion, their tax bracket, or their choice in life. Republican, Democrat, live your life. But you are not about to pressure me into thinking or believing any other version of my life. This is good. Listen to me.
Good warm.
Hey, man, listen. Hey, boy, shoot up the club.
He going crazy. Now, I got to get into this, man.
We're trying to hold it together.
We got to get into something that.
Hey, man, I'm so glad I changed my outfit, nigga.
Me too.
This has been a whole nother conversation if I'm sitting here with my Gatsby on.
It'd have been crazy. I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to the biggest OG, Snoop D.O. Double G, executive producer, Death Row Films, 1992.
Oh, yes.
With Lionsgate. When I seen that logo, I was so hyped. But
tell us about
that nigga name.
No, I'm going to tell you about this movie, 1992. And I'm going to tell you some stuff.
I forgot his name, the actor, man.
You was a hell of a father in 1992. When you talk about a black man protecting his son, we're going to get to that. And it connected me with OG Bobby Johnson in South Central when he went and got his boy. But it was a different thing when he was going to take his boy back. And, you know, I'm looking at my man from, as I'm watching the movie, I'm looking at my man from, and I only, and the greatest role he ever had was in Goodfellas. I forget his name.
Ray Liotta.
You told Ray Liotta. You told Ray Liotta, rest in peace. You told him, he said, what you going to do? You know what the I'm gonna do.
It's
You
gonna
got
make
that
it
blow in your hand, you know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just suddenly. Now, 1992 was important, and this is why. April 1992.
April 29th,
April 29th, 1992, the verdict of Rodney King came out. When Rodney King verdict came out, the people from the black community was upset because we seen on tape what happened to him, and y'all said that ain't happened to him, and the tape said
killed him and brought him back to life.
Yeah,
6
all that
times.
stuff. The tape said this is what happened to him. Y'all try to say it didn't happen to him, and y'all let the police walk. After that,
and not only did they get off with a not guilty, them white boys knew they was gonna get off, and they was in the courtroom smiling and hugging each other. They all knew what the fuck they did. This was prior to cameras being in phones.
Yeah, that was the first.
Prior to body cams, prior to cameras even being on police vehicles. So somebody rolled out of bed with a camera, big ass camera on the shoulder, nigga, like this, and filmed this black man getting up, and they was tired. Like, hey man, I'm tired, man. You go ahead.
They was taking turns. They was taking shifts.
Rodney King up.
Having chained up, they was whipping him. But whatever the case, so they say not guilty.
With a TD Cash credit card, it's easy to change things up.
God.
They moved the trial. Sorry to interrupt.
They moved the trial outside of LA.
So many of y'all don't know what the fuck this is. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything that's important. LAPD beat the shit out of Rodney King, killed this man, brought him back to life. They had a fun field day. They treated this man like a fucking yada, waiting on some candy to come out. I don't know what the fuck. And then the trial, because it's LAPD, the trial was supposed to be in downtown LA. I'm born and raised there. I'm not an implant that grew up in the valley and then moved to Watts. I'm from Watts, born and raised. So all of this dysfunction, murder, drug, crack cocaine, Crippin' blood and black Mexican gangs fighting.
What was that? What's the name? I can't forget them. That big time task force for the it was called what was the name of that? They used to kick the doors down, run the board doors.
Oh yeah. You talking?
Got the name of that too.
Was it? No, I'll think of it in a minute. They had it in Straight Outta Compton.
The name of that.
You know what I mean? But yeah. This is the level of day to day. I'm talking the real hood out here. Y'all know what the fuck we live every day. So in 1992, April 29th, not to compare traumas, it was an airplane, it was a tragedy. For us, 1992, April 29th, that was our September 11th. Everything burned down. And we was
I remember.
Prior to 1992, the only time it ever happened on that level was in 1965 for the Watts riots. And I was born in Watts. So I was born in 78. We fresh off of, like when I was born, most of the buildings in my neighborhood hadn't been rebuilt.
I've seen the shit in
the Watts riots in 1965.
Yeah, man.
The president of the United States had to send Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to Watts to get to calm down because they was fucking everything up because of the same thing. Racist, brutality, excessive force, murder. Just like y'all don't matter. You're disposable. We gonna fuck you up, and what are you gonna do about it? And so I was born into that in 65, born in 78. And now I'm living the shit in real time. Shit that I've seen and read about and heard about. Anybody that's born and anybody who moved to Minneapolis right now, there's no way you're not going to feel the energy of George Floyd. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Philly has had its tragedies. Doesn't matter how shiny the cities and the streets are now. Anybody from Philly, you'll feel the energy. Niggas in Memphis,
and actually
still feel.
I want to stop this.
Yeah, I was gonna say whenever you're ready to stop it.
I'm happy that he said that, right? And it's funny because you said before we even got into this, right? You were saying that like, yo, the nigga said some shit, you know. I was expecting the goofy Tyrese.
I mean, we got a bit of it, you know what I'm saying? We got a bit of it, but I think you see what he's doing, bro. He's learning that, because not to say Tyrese don't do interviews, but if he's gonna do it, he gonna do it. Yeah. And you know that if he's gonna do it, he gonna want to talk about what he want to talk about as well. So
yeah,
I really like the fact that he's pushing the narrative of what we always say, man. Bring back real niggas, man. Bring back real man shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I like the way he spoke here. This was a really, really good interview. Definitely. Like I said, to peel back that perspective people have of him of just like it's Cry Reese, right? That's what we're calling it. Tyrese, but it's like, when he sits down like this and speak, and he's not like emotionally going through a bunch of wild shit, you get a better perspective of who he is, how he thinks, and because niggas do forget he is from Watts, bro. The nigga is from LA, from some street shit.
Oh yeah,
he's not like
like you
he's
said,
not
he's
from the
not a
hood.
plant. He just wasn't put there on some. Nah, he been there. He still be there. He still give back and do everything he can.
So that's the thing. Like, I'm happy for this one. I'm happy. This was a good segment to to see Tyrese talk the way he did on this episode.
Nah, that ass.
But this is gonna lead us into topic number 2.
Talk to me.
This was YBC Dul, right? If you guys don't know, YBC Dul was a rapper from Philly that was killed yesterday. No, today is Sunday, so
maybe day before type.
Friday, I think. Friday or Thursday, he got killed on one of those days. I think it was Thursday. But going back to what he was saying about Philly, where it's like, Philly did come from those times where shit was crazy. Philadelphia was like a real wild place.
Still is.
Mob there still is, right?
Still is.
And that's why we're leading into this topic where my man just got gunned down, and I don't know how to feel about it, in the sense to, like, I don't know if I should feel sad for him, or it's just like another Fulio type of situation where this man did everything in his power to get killed.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
You know what I mean? But we'll run a clip, and then we'll chime in with it. But this is like the news talking about it.
Big story on Action News tonight is breaking news. A shooting in North Philadelphia left a 9-year-old boy injured and a man dead, while a separate shooting left a local rapper dead, who police say is affiliated with a known street group.
Fucking Tombstone, I'm niggas fucking dirt up. Hey, yo, where the fuck Cardi at, yo? Cardi, where the fuck you at? Ah!
In this YouTube
statement, and I'm gonna skip past what this guy's talking about, right? What you guys just saw was YBC Dul digging up the grave of his enemy, right? One of his ops died, and he went to the grave site and dug up the grave. Right? Well,
he interfered with it. He definitely interfered,
right? He didn't dig 6 feet, right? But to desecrate a tomb like that, not a tomb, a grave like that, is wild.
Yes.
So,
that's next
and this
level.
is what we were saying. This is what we were saying. We're not sad that he died, but we're not happy that he died. It's like it's a double-edged sword. It's like one of those things where it's like, damn, another black man killed, but it's like this black man was a menace. This nigga was out of control. But we'll skip through to some of the stuff he was, kind of.
Yeah, this is the
you'll
dude
see how
that I
this
see.
this nigga was moving type crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Other states, whole time I really be here, really running streets. Like I don't go to the studio and rap and shit. I be outside, bro. That's what I do. Street niggas could vouch for me. Anywhere I go, nobody don't play with me. I never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city yet. Hit him, man. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, do you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by a gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
Action News reporter Leland Pender following
what's
all
crazy?
reports tonight.
And I don't want to pause it too much, but the nigga said, I ain't get hit yet. I think we were just talking about this, where these niggas expect to die.
Basically.
You know what I mean?
Or at least get hit and talk about it, live about it,
Talk about it later. Which is crazy, bro. I've never thought I'll see the time where
people want to get hit.
Actually, yeah. Or not even want to expect it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's like, this is probably gonna happen to me. Like, I know back in the Vietnam days and the war days, like, a lot of soldiers did not expect to come back. And that's a real thing, right?
For sure.
And it's similar to the mentality here, but the difference is those guys are fighting to stop our country from being invaded. These niggas is fighting for blocks they don't even own. They I don't even know what they're fighting for, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's that street shit, bro. That street beef, that gang, and doing these ops. And I do want to say this from even these dudes that do these little, interviews where they go interview these niggas in their hood, and you got him doing shit thinking that he has to, what's the word, bro? He has to show up, because in that video, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a part where he like, nigga, the ops live right down the street. Dude, right in the car right there. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
And the car pulls off. But it's like, I'm sure the car is like, whoever's in the car is like, for one, we going to retaliate. I ain't going to say what they saying for real. But one, retaliation going to happen. Two, he like, man, look, this dude doing an interview. It's cameras. So they probably not really going to do that. But let's just be real now. This is what I'm saying to the dude that's actually doing the interview. It's like, you gotta be careful, because some niggas ain't gonna really give a fuck about none of that. They'll spin on all y'all. You know what I'm trying to say?
Everybody.
And it's like, I don't want people to think this just because you interviewing a rapper and you in a hood that you safe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't really. It ain't it. You might as well go into an enclosed place and do this. Don't be, bro. These niggas is literally walking around in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, and this is North Philly. If you know about North Philly, you already know. I'm not gonna say you can't walk around and do day-to-day things, but bro, niggas is spinning. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like this shit getting real.
That's a place to hang out and do, like, and that's the thing. Like, even worse than Philly just being a dangerous environment. This is the worst nigga to be walking around Philly with.
Someone who just violated and did all these things
everywhere he go.
He's just literally asking for it at this point.
The nigga's alias outside of YBC Dul is Mr. Disrespect.
Yeah, he said that too, and that was crazy to me.
Come on, dude. Like, why would you call all of this shit on yourself like this, bro? And like you said, the camera, like this guy right here,
and the other dude,
white boy from wherever, another one from wherever, right? All of these niggas from wherever. Right. If I might be bugging, but it looks like he's carrying a gun right here. Right. It looks like he's gripped up. I don't know, maybe. But it looks like the
it looks like it, but it could be something. But I'm gonna just say he definitely got it, because he on a swivel, dude in a white hoodie on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? But and again, we real niggas. We know what's up. We know how to read that. But and I'm gonna say this, because it might seem like I'm hating on these two kids who's doing the interview, because they are doing a good thing, because they do be saying like, don't you think you should stop this? There's moments where they, woo woo woo, but there's also moments where they in a hood and niggas is carrying and cars is spinning the block trying to see what's going on, and it's looking crazy. There's other dudes that got worse. Like there's one where niggas literally started shooting at them. So
and
it gets crazy. Not him per se, but a whole other person in another city. You know what I mean? But
this shit is wild, bro. It's
tough, bro.
And like you said, and to add to your point with the interviewers, like these guys, right? I understand and it's funny, right? Because it makes me think about, remember like back in the days when you used to watch documentaries with like these white people would go to Africa back in the days, right? And they're really out there, genocides and all this crazy shit is happening, and they're there taking photos of it. So white people have always put themselves in the middle of controversy like this. They've always put their lives on the line to capture the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I give them respect for, right? Because they don't got it. They don't have to be here doing this shit. They could do something else. But it's like to have the balls to put your life on the line to capture the moment is what I give them credit for. But every moment don't have to be captured, man. It's only gonna, I think that's something that's gonna happen sooner or later. One of these interviewers are gonna get killed in one of these predicaments, and that's gonna start a whole nother level of craziness. I don't hope for it, but by the way this thing is, like, this dude died, right? YBC Dul died the day after this interview. Right? And it possibly could have been that same car that you was mentioning that drove off. Right? They could have just say, all right, you got the cameras with him today. Let's spin the block tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying, right? And
tomorrow, you dead now.
It's a very, like, what's the word? Morbid kind of thing, but you know, he was literally talking shit. The car drive off, and in his mind, he knew that person or the person involved got hit previously. So it's like, how you know that nigga wasn't there to spin on y'all then? You know what I'm trying to say? And
Right.
that's just the
Exactly.
street mindset that I'm thinking. If I'm doing something and it's a car just lurking,
Yeah.
y'all got to get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ending everything.
Easy. Yeah.
But you know, listen, man, clout, internet, all this shit, it ain't worth it, gang.
Nah.
It ain't worth
Nah.
it, bro. It ain't
You
worth
know,
it, bro. It
like
ain't worth it.
shit is crazy, bro, because like this nigga right here, like he's dead right now. This man is in the grave. Well, not in the grave yet, but he's dead. He's gone. You know, the day after he shot this interview, the day after he did all this wild shit, you're no longer here. You know,
And again, I also want to like just to keep on the potty interview part, bro. It's like,
yeah,
not only did they record this, they want to get this out fast.
it came out already.
So
and
it's like, yo, ops watching this video too,
right?
Because these clips
Right.
went up immediately. They don't waste no time. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's risky. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give it a window before you post. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he still already has smoke. He already had heat on his head. So
Right.
it's like, you know what I mean? So,
but that's the
I
thing.
don't
It's like
know, bro.
I feel like you know, a lot of times when niggas is beefing, and I know it's different now, but a lot of times when niggas is beefing, if you're not seeing that person on a daily, or you guys aren't on social media going back and forth every day, it can die down. That energy dies out, you know, because there's nobody there to keep throwing it back and forth.
Yeah.
But for him to go into an interview like this, even if that beef was dying out and settling down, bro, you just put a fucking match and a gallon of gasoline onto it. You just reignited whatever was possibly dying down for nothing. If that nigga wasn't thinking about you yesterday, you put up that video now, oh, that's all the nigga can think about is revenge.
Forefront of his whole mind. Now he like, all right, say less.
I got to do something now because this nigga's playing with me, you know. And it's like, same shit with the Fulio shit, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
He put out the video like, yo, oh, come through. You know, I'll be here, I'll be
You're
there.
literally inviting people to do stuff.
You know, people want you dead, and you're still like, yeah, come through. You know, for what? You know, but these niggas is young and dumb, bro. They're like, I feel like these young dudes are the definition of young and dumb. Like I remember growing up, people would always say, yeah, I was young and dumb. Like these niggas is like the epitome of this shit. Like shit is insane, bro. There's no way when we were growing up we would do shit like this, bro.
Nah,
it just
bro.
don't make sense.
And don't get me
Bro,
wrong,
matter of
right?
fact,
Like, granted, we ain't tech ain't really hit until we became like young adults, really. So,
right.
But again, you know, that don't mean like street shit wasn't happening. I don't mean you ain't know what was
All
going
the
on.
time.
You feel me?
Bro, anytime.
Like, for example, I don't know if you was gonna say something close to this, but it's like, if I'm about to come to your crib and you know some shit happening either between my crib and towards your crib, you like, yo, such and such just happened. I don't know if you want to come that way. You know what I'm saying? Now I
Right.
know how to
Right.
revert and move around because we know the hood. But it's like these niggas be wanting to go through the trap.
They want to go to the shit.
Go through the war
That's
zone.
the shit I don't get.
No, man.
Like,
no, man.
Bro,
No.
back in the days, bro, when we used to sit on the porch in front of the crib, bro, it used to be like 10 of us out there just chopping it up, talking shit. Bro, you see a car drive by, you paid no mind. You see that car come back a second time, it's time to go.
Yeah. Now you on a
It's
swivel.
time to go.
Now you up on it. You like, hold on.
It's like, nah, bro, yo, that car just came down the block. It's a second. Nah, hey, let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's go in the back. Right? Because you don't even, it's not that you're scared. You're not going to be dumb. You're a sitting duck sitting in front of your porch, and you see a car come by twice. So why would a car drive down this block 2 times? He ain't trying to park. You know, so, and that's the shit. Like, these niggas would see those signs and then just like, nah, them niggas ain't doing nothing anyways.
Bro, there's videos where they're literally in the video saying some of these niggas be on live at the same time. And there's moments where they're like, yeah, if that car spin again, we airing it. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
and you know that's the flip side. Like we talking about what you talking about is the niggas in the car. They probably like, who them niggas? They probably don't even know us. They just like, we just trying to spin on some niggas. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And that's the mindset these niggas really be having. And it's like, bro, like you gotta be smarter than that, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be
These niggas
smarter than that, bro. You know?
They act like jail is no longer a real thing, and which is weird, bro. Like, don't nobody want to be in a jail cell, bro. Like, that's no place you want to aspire to be. Nobody, or dead. Nobody wants to die. Like, that's the last thing, unless your life is really fucked up and you really don't give a shit. But I don't think these niggas' lives are that bad.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Like, I've been to Philly a handful of times. I've been to Philly even when we was younger, you know. But even then, I'm not going to front. Like, I remember it was me and Reese. We was I think we was going to play ball. We was playing ball, you know. So we'll walk to the park. Like, yo, let's go play ball. We was walking back. And it was a dude that be on his step. And he seen us. He seen us the first time. So, you know how we rock. See somebody, yo, what's good, what's going on, whatever. Acknowledge you and shit. And when we was walking back, he was like, could tell you're not really from around here. You know what I mean? But he was just like, you know, certain times, like, just don't be trying to walk around too much too late. I said, yo, say less. Say less. You know what I'm trying to say? But he's just like, yeah, sometimes niggas just be on that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's little shit like that, bro. Little shit like that.
But it's like,
it should tell you.
I feel like these niggas, like, they have street smarts, but I think like these niggas like street dumb too. Like, in a sense, like, to add on to like a story like that. I remember one time we was in Brooklyn, me and this nigga Eric and his girl. We was on the C train going uptown to Harlem or whatever. And
that's local, by the way. So that's every stop.
Yeah, every stop. That's like an hour and a half ride from Brooklyn to Harlem, New York, right? If you don't know. So we're all the way in East New York right now, right? And that's just a long fucking ride. So, anyways, we're on the train. Matter of fact, we was at Broadway Junction. If you're from Brooklyn, you know how crazy Broadway Junction is, and that's a place you're likely to run into your enemy sooner or later, type shit, right?
For sure.
So we're in the train, we're sitting in the cart. This nigga comes into the cart, and he stands up at the door, right? And he's standing at the door, but he's like watching everybody. So I peeped him. I'm like, this nigga up to no good. Right. So the nigga just started like talking shit about random people on the train. Oh, your hairline fucked up, whatever, right? Nobody's paying that nigga no mind. So the nigga got to us, right? So the nigga said something to my boy Eric's girlfriend at the time. And this nigga was getting pissed off. He like, you want to drill him now? I said, bro. Matter of fact, my boy's girlfriend got so upset. She walked like, I'm going to the next car.
She did.
You know, like, she like, fuck this shit, man. That nigga talking shit and you ain't doing nothing about it. I said, yeah, nah, we ain't gonna do nothing about it. But I said, listen, I was telling my boy Eric at the time, I said, bro, it's two of us, bro. That nigga's probably high on some shit. And
or
we're
drunk,
sober
or
drunk or whatever, right? And we're sober as fuck and we're on a train, my nigga. If we go after him, we gonna hurt that nigga for sure.
Right.
We might even fucking kill him on this train.
Type shit. Depending on, how crazy.
For us to go to, right. Does it make sense for us to go to jail for him right now, my nigga? Or just let this moment pass and we be free for the rest of our life? And we just chill, bro. We got up after like 10 minutes and walked to the next cart. But, and I'm saying that to say, that's street sense. That's being street smart.
Yeah.
Because if I was being street dumb, we would have just got up and drill him right there. And it probably wouldn't have been good for him. Probably to put that nigga in a body bag. Right. But then again, I would have been on this podcast right now if I'd have took that route. If I wasn't smart enough to know this is a bum. this guy ain't never gonna be nowhere in life. Why would I throw my shit of my life away for somebody whose life is already done?
Exactly.
You
That's
know,
really
so
the
and I
point.
think these,
That's really
you
the
know what I
point.
mean? These young niggas don't think that far. They'll run into a nigga who's throwing his life away and say, fuck it, I'm gonna throw my life away too. And it's
Like,
like, nah, bro, that nigga's on a crash course.
this wasn't in our topics, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you heard about the how old was son, bro? 15, 12. Some young nigga, bro, ran on a school bus to drill some nigga. Some young
Recently?
kid, yeah, bro.
Wow. That's
And
crazy.
if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all could probably put it in the comments. But like, my nigga, not only I think he hit him, but
Mm-hmm.
not only did he hit him, but the gun jammed.
Wow. Wow.
I forgot.
That's
I think he got 20.
20 years for that. Did he kill the guy? Did he kill the
I'm
person?
not,
Did
bro.
they die?
Honestly, somebody gonna have to fact check it. Because I ain't think we was gonna get this deep. But it's like, just think about everything we talking about. It's like, bro, like
Yeah.
what is going through the minds of these niggas? Because I'm talking about it was him and his mans, and he's like the
Mm-hmm.
last person on a bus, and you see him, they fumbling, he over here pointing, and then dude's trying to run to the back to get off. They chased him in the back, still trying to. I'm like,
Yo,
you're not
that's
even 18, and
yeah.
you upping it on some young nigga that
Mm-hmm.
probably don't even know how to use a gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted
It's
to
wild,
touch
man.
on what you said with the train
Mm-hmm.
shit, just so they know. Like, he's talking about, he's talking about, I got you. He's talking about how old you was. Y'all, this is, adult, niggas is adults,
This
basically,
is
right? So
yeah, bro. We had to have been about 23, 24, some shit
now,
like that.
what I'm about to say is, for me, like,
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a train, because sometimes, I went to school in Queens, so sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I could get off on Crescent and walk back to the crib, or I could go to the
Mm-hmm.
junction and switch and link up
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm-hmm.
y'all niggas. I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
the east. I go home later, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be on a train with my homegirls, kids from school that living on my
Mm-hmm.
side, and just like you said, we get to Broadway Junction. Broadway Junction is literally where all the hood niggas, goons, gang members,
Mm-hmm.
everybody cross paths.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga get on the train, start roasting a nigga to the left. They just trying to roast niggas, right? And you can see him turn to us. He look at me, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
standing there like this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all crazy. He go to the next card, right? And my
Yeah.
homegirl
Yeah.
was like, "You knew him?" I'm like, "Nah," but I'm not showing no emotion. I'm not showing
Yeah.
nothing. I'm just
Because
here.
they be waiting to see if if
If you
you the
gonna
one to play with,
budge or
Mm-hmm.
but I remember just to say, I remember it was a time I'm on the J train leaving school. We left school early because for some reason this was like my first year in there. I didn't know we had beef with niggas at what's it, Grady?
Oh yeah.
You feel me? I wasn't on the basketball
Was
team.
it Grady or a Transit Tech? One of them.
Transit Tech.
Was it Transit?
Transit Tech. If you
Them
know what
Transit Tech
Transit
niggas
Tech is, you already know.
was lit. Them
So
niggas was lit, boy.
niggas was letting me know, just putting me on a heads up. So one day I'm on a train and all I hear is, yeah, what them lame niggas at?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. So I'm seeing them in the next cart. So I was sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
I got up and I stood on the door. Them niggas walked in.
Mm-hmm.
If you from Lane, nigga looked at me. If you from Lane, nigga, I was like, I don't know you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what you talking about, bro. I just said I don't know what you talking about. Niggas tried to
Yeah.
get crazy. Then when that happened, nigga, I'm already like letting my bag come off me. I'm like, I'm ready to go
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
war, nigga. Y'all niggas don't look like y'all really on that. Whatever.
Yeah.
They robbed some nigga for his shoes.
That shit is crazy.
And then I think you remember they had like a little bat. The bat probably was like, I don't know, bro. It was like a mini bat, like a baby bat. Them niggas was walking around just clunking niggas on the head.
Niggas, I remember that shit. I
He
remember
clunked
that
some
shit.
Spanish dude on the head. And the nigga got up in the nigga face and he was like, matter of fact, I ain't gonna do nothing right now. He got off the train. Just to show y'all how shit crazy. The same little nigga, when he did that, the nigga had a speed knot in his head. So he came to school the next day with it. But then when we left school that next day, I think the same young niggas, bro, big fight happened. The same dude who did he ended up getting stabbed.
Yeah. See?
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I'm just so the people know, I'm sure in that moment, he's like, why would this nigga stab me? Why am I bleeding? Why am I stabbed? But it's like, because you trying to bully niggas on the train, you don't know who you bullying.
Right.
So that's a whole flip side to where it's like, I think us growing up, we fell more on the side of like, y'all niggas we ain't gangster niggas, but we not the niggas to fuck with.
And that's just shit, bro. Like, you know,
we not them.
Like where we're from, like for the people watching, from like I said, from the part of Brooklyn where we're from East New York. It's one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Brooklyn, in New York, period. Matter of fact, the 75th precinct, which was up the block from us, is the most corrupted prison in, I think, in New York's history, or even America's history.
Gotta be.
Right, it's one of them. It is the most corrupted precinct. There's documentaries about how corrupt that precinct was. So, but the thing is about us, right? We knew everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
In the hood, like where we from, like we knew everybody. So, likely, you do some shit to one of us is probably gonna not work out too good.
Like, boom, I could give them stories for I could give y'all boys stories for days, but I'm gonna just give y'all a peek. And look, if y'all want us to do story times, we could do it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we could definitely do story times. But I remember elementary school. I'm getting bullied in a sense. You know, you're talking about a nigga straight from Trinidad, accent strong, probably the blackest nigga in the school, darkest nigga in the school, without a doubt.
Darkness is
darkest nigga in the school. So, you know, niggas calling me everything in the book, midnight, all the crazy shit. Yeah. And you know, one of these kids kept trying to bully me. So I'm learning the waves. So I'm going home. I'll talk to my brother. I'll talk to my parents. Woo. You know, so then it's like, all right, if they do it once, tell them stop. Woo. They give me a little list. But if it get past 2 and you got to use these, use them. You know? So I got to using them. And, you know, Frazier noticed, like, my dad been in the martial arts. So he been teaching us how to block, punch, how to make a fist. You know, you make a fist by doing that. Then you close that. That's a real fist and all that. So I go to folding on a nigga, and then they try to jump me. So I end up running home. And yeah, you know, next thing you know, these dudes that try to jump me, I'm home playing. We think Super Nintendo's out at this time, nigga. I got Super Nintendo. Niggas like, yo, come here, come on the roof. They got this nigga on the roof crying. What you want me to do with him? You could throw this nigga over, you know, scaring him and shit. Bro, I'm freaking, nigga. I'm probably like, nigga, I'm young, nigga, 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm trying? I'm young as fuck. So I'm just like, okay, you know, that taught me like, all right. For one, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be scared, but it showed me like niggas got my back. Woo. Right. And that's another thing that I wanted to just get to is like, if YBC Dul, if niggas really loved him and had his back, that whole thing would have been different. The result.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Fact that,
like
the fact that they let, and to add on to what you're saying, the fact that they let him walk around, first of all, the fact that the nigga call himself Mr. Disrespect, and he has niggas that's following him. Like he got a team of niggas, and nobody's saying like, nah, bro, you probably don't want to do that, bro. Like let's do something else, right? Because where that shit is gonna lead, like that's what I'm saying. Like they don't have street smarts. Like you see, I think people take street smarts for being conniving and being able to
Get
finesse your
away,
way
yeah,
through
get
things,
away with shit. That's what street
get
smarts
away with
is, but
shit. Nah,
that's not what we
that's not
learn.
street smarts. Hell no.
You gotta learn
Street
how to
smarts is
move.
knowing how to move, when and where to do things. You know, you got to know the situations that you're in and have a strategy. The first thing you want to do in a situation is get out of it, survive it, get out of it alive.
Literally, especially if you see it
Right?
escalating to a
If you
point where
see
it's
it's going
like,
to be something crazy,
nah.
how do you get out of it alive? But if it's to the point where your back's to the wall, then this is where you have to just, all right, I gotta fight it out. But your first thing is to want to, how do I make this shit go over smoothly?
Flight.
And
Honestly,
not
that's what they
turn
say,
into
right?
something
Fight or
crazy.
flight.
Yeah.
Look, man,
Yeah.
choose
And
flight
it's,
first. If your flight
yeah,
delayed,
man.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
And
But
you gotta fight.
I would say always flight, man. Fuck all that fighting
Yeah.
shit, because you end up fighting, now you either getting harmed or unalived or whatever the
Bro,
case may be.
a lot of times, you know, it's so crazy. And then that's why the energy shit is real. A lot of times, bro, niggas don't, even if a nigga coming at you sometimes, really don't even be wanting to do that shit. They don't even really want to take it there.
Now, God.
But what happened is they come with a certain energy, and then you match that energy, and you just gave him the tools he need to go forward with that.
Yeah, you
So a
basically
lot of the
confirmed
times
it.
you confirmed it.
Mhm.
I've been in plenty of situations with niggas approaching, and my energy was just some shit like, nah, bro, it's not even that serious. Like, it's not that deep. You don't even need to go that far. Fuck,
Mhm.
what we fighting for? It
Nah,
don't even matter right now.
exactly.
And niggas like, you know what?
Fact.
Yeah, fuck it, bro. But don't do that shit again. Like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And the shit gets resolved,
Yeah.
right? Because, like I said, it's gotta be smart, man. You don't have to fight every fight. You know, some fights can be won with words. I forgot who said this shit. Somebody.
Nah,
Some
definitely
fights
though.
can be won with words, bro.
Definitely.
You can just talk it out and move forward. Like, it don't always got to be of a fight. It don't always got to be a stab. It don't always got to be a shooting. You know, you just got to be smart enough to know who you can maneuver and have them bend to your will. These niggas just don't even give a fuck. They don't even necessarily have that thought process. It's just like, all right, you going to war, go to war. Like, there's nothing else on their mind. So
Yeah.
this is why this guy is where he is right now. You know what I mean? In the grave.
And again, this topic is really like, I think I've been telling Frazier about this, how the internet been talking about the young niggas a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the young niggas that's, on that type of timing and movement, and but it ain't worth it, man, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look, bro. I'm not saying if mans is spinning on your peoples or your family, but it's like coming off of the Tyrese interview, hearing him basically like congratulate Gilly for being a man, staying a man, and not making the decision he knew could have been possible. You know what I'm trying to say? And that decision is very hard.
Yeah, man.
As a man, but
losing a son.
I think it makes you more of a man.
Yeah,
making sure you don't make that decision and not fuck this tree up that you built, or this platform that you built. Because imagine he could do what he wanted to do. There wouldn't be no $1 million worth of game.
It'll be the reverse. Gilly in jail, wallow free. Because that it was a reverse before. Wallow in jail, Gilly was free.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy.
I just know that, and like he said, his thing is keeping these kids out of jail, keeping them off the streets. And they doing everything they can, you know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate that it keeps happening this way, and niggas is going over the top to disrespect our op, and bro, all that energy you could put into your music and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
And still get and be successful still.
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean?
don't understand why they all feel, and I think I felt like we were speaking about this early, maybe yesterday, when I was saying
yes.
King Von is kind of like,
would you say it's the spokesperson? I was trying to find a word when we was talking. Kind of like
I would say
spokesperson.
the catalyst. Like I feel like he was a success story. He was a Tupac of this shit in the sense of, right? Remember when Tupac came out, he left such an impression on the world based on the things he did. Nigga raised a whole generation of Tupacs, you know.
Super
DMX is a
thug.
Tupac type of person, you know, all these thuggish, fly nigga, ready to go to war with whatever, but really into heavy with the music, you know. I think King Von kind of ushered in this street shit. You have to be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kill a nigga to be a rapper. And I think he kind of set that level of expectation that these kids are trying to live up to.
Mm-hmm.
And because they're all the same thing. They all rappers.
Exactly.
They all drilling. And these niggas are all catching bodies,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And they're all dying. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's unfortunate, bro.
all of them have the same dynamics because you know that standard that King Von has put in place, which is a fucking crazy standard, right? What type of standard is to become a successful artist, kill a nigga, then die after?
I don't know, man.
That shit is crazy.
That's that
This
typical
shit is crazy.
movie, movie shit.
Wow, bro. But yeah, you guys tell us. Let us know if we're seeing this wrong.
Nah, I'm
Let us
sure.
know if we're
I'm pretty sure they get it. I'm pretty sure, if not out of all our episodes, they get where we coming from, because it's like, and again, I just want to. I said it. I'll say it again and again and again. We could live however we want to live how you want to live, but I think when people be like, oh, like I'll hear somebody be like, man, they ain't have to shoot, bro. They ain't have to woo woo woo. And it's like, yeah, but if you're involved in someone else's life being taken, and then you're now taunting the family and the people of that person, and then you're going to the grave and you're trying to dig it up. And I'll say this much, even if that wasn't son grave, doing that
yeah,
alone is just crazy.
it's just too much. It's too
Just
much.
crazy, bro. Like you don't
It's
gotta
just too much.
do all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and then you in the video saying you ain't get touched. Woo, woo, woo. Niggas never
And he died the day after this.
immediately bit you in the ass. And
You know what I'm saying? Like
again, rest in peace to bro. You feel me? But it's like,
Mhm.
I think for what we saying, I think we just really want that shit to stop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that nigga's
saying?
got to chill.
I don't know.
Live a long life, man. Life is enjoyable once you get a little bit older too, man. You can enjoy a long life instead of just like and stop. Beef is not worth it, bro. Like it doesn't. That shit is boring, bro. You better off taking your money, flying some girls out to an island and having fun, bro. Like that's more enjoyable than running around ducking bullets and
Come
trying to
on.
shoot niggas. Like dumbass shit. Hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
Use the bathroom real quick, Fifth.
Yeah. I'll just say it this way, man. Like, I've been saying it for the past, honestly, 5 years. We gotta put the guns down, bro. Like, can we let's bring these back. Let's bring the fist back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a problem? Fist it out. Or get some gloves. Box it out. You knock them out, you get your get back. But you ain't gotta take that person life. You ain't gotta do all that, bro. You ain't gotta go air out nobody crib, nobody family crib. Like, I think it's time we stop all that for real, because and then it's the fact that while that happened, you got an innocent 9-year-old getting hit, so innocent people getting involved. It's too much, man. It's too much. It's way too much.
Yeah, my
You
bad.
straight. I was
Yeah,
just saying,
bro.
like, we got to put the guns down, man. Like,
Yeah,
And
man.
it's the fact that a 9-year-old getting hit. I'm sure he got hit by a stray.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, that
Crazy.
we can't show the video I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all seen this, bro,
Like the school bus shit.
Nah, not the school.
Crazy. Not
The other shit in Philly. This was some. I don't know if this was the same day or not, gang. But like I said, bro was on a bike. He got food in his hand. Lit him up, bro. Lit. Like I could not believe that was some movie shit. You know what I'm trying to say? That is just too much for me. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's like you don't give a and this is downtown. This is Broad Street. And Broad Street is like downtown North right there, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That's how it looked. So it's like you spinning over there. They was just sitting in the car. He's coming on a bike. As soon as he passed, as soon as he got close, done. You know, and
it's crazy.
It's a firearm we talking about. Sometimes might be a little graphic. Sometimes the ammo go through an individual, and there's people, there's buildings, houses, like car, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like let's bring back fighting, my nigga.
Yeah, if y'all want to, settle issues, put up your dicks, man. Put up them dick beaters and do something.
Come on, man.
You know,
but
yeah.
Let's move on.
yeah.
Let's move on.
You know,
I mean, we're going right back into a little bit more smoke.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm sure about 2 episodes from now we're gonna be discussing the next dead nigga. So,
man, you know, unfortunately,
you know how this shit is going. But we're gonna jump into something to offset the energy a little bit. We're gonna do the clip of the day.
Let's do it.
This one.
So look, before you press play, I want y'all to know we don't really plan the episodes. Okay, It just so happened that, first of all, today's Sunday. We were supposed to film yesterday, right?
Right.
But it just so happened that it's still aligned with everything. And I'm like, for the clip of the day, we missed it last week. I'm like, let's give it a clip of the day. This clip of the day is how I want y'all to handle everything moving forward. That's all I can say. If hood niggas retaliated positively.
Let me see what we got.
Hey, cuz you remember them Brimstone BDs that clicked up with the Virginia Pop Rose and essays? Yeah, them brothers that got rid of 4,000 pedophiles in 2 weeks, donated millions of dollars to underfunded schools, and brought down gang violence to 48% within 2 years. Yeah, the brothers that been doing all that groundwork. What about them? Tell me why they found a private investor and they buying up property in everybody's hood. To do what? They building free clinics, therapy facilities, group homes, grocery stores with fresh produce. They knew what we was on. Bro knew I was trying to do. And he did it before me instead. I'm going to call him up right now.
They got the red bandana tied.
I was bragging. I'm out here feeding the homeless. That's beautiful. Now, before I proceed with this conversation, I just want to ask you, how is your mental health? Are you in the mental space to have a conversation at the moment? Because I do not know what you're going through, and I do not want to compromise your mental space and what's going on in your life. My mental health is amazing. Thank you so much for asking. And I hope your mental health is amazing, if not better. And I just want to say that I really do appreciate you for respecting my boundaries and asking. That really does mean so much to me. But what's going on, people? I heard you got a private investor and you buying up all the black property in the neighborhood. Nigga. Yeah. I also heard that your mother was in the hospital. I'm sorry. I heard she was a patient at St. Mary's. Admitted August 16, 2024, 11:02 a.m. Room 1102. Back injury from church camp. Shame. Hey, blood, we ain't got to get personal. You already crossed that line. I just wanted you to know. We sent her 10,000 get well roses. Them her favorite. And Lily's. We also covered her medical bills. past and present. She's debt free. And we sending her to the best rehabilitation center in the state. All expenses paid. Anything she want. With my best guys surveying the area 24/7. The president is easier to get to, nigga. You ain't even had to do all that, P-Funk. Yo mama, Miss Gladys is forever taken care of, cuz. Next time you buy up black property in my hood and turn it into something positive without running it by me first, it's gonna be worse.
This nigga's stupid, bro.
I hope you have an amazing day. Stay safe. I appreciate you so much for doing the groundwork. I love you so much. My nigga. Wait.
This nigga's stupid, bro.
He made you a partner.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's hard.
you know.
That I like that. I like that a lot.
I mean,
that's hard. I wasn't sure where that shit was
exactly.
going. It's funny. I like, all right, where's this nigga going with the shit? But that was dope.
You know,
I like that shit a lot, man.
Why not?
Like,
just you ain't gotta do all this spinning blocks, man.
It's like, you know, it's funny. I'm supposed to supposed to have a class tonight, a class on trading tonight and shit. And I'm saying that to say that, you know, all that beef and shit these niggas is doing, and just to add on from like that clip of today shit, right? If niggas just turn around and do what these businessmen do, right? They don't have to be on the level of a Bill Gates and Elon Musk,
exactly,
or whoever, right? But at least just be like, all right, you know, find a way to make peace, because businessmen beef and go back and forth all the time, but their problems is money, right? They're worried about upping each other financially. They ain't worried about like you kill, you know, I'm about to kill one of your men, and then you gonna kill one of mine. Like these niggas, like, how much is Bill Gates up? Niggas 200 million. Elon Musk like, all right, cool. Next month we got to get to 250 billion or whatever, you know. So I think like niggas should spend more time trying to help each other. There's a lot of information out there,
literally,
bro.
Literally,
and get your money up. Go get you some women and have some fun, bro. Like I think that's the best time, right? Partner up with some people trying to do some good things financially. Put yourself in a better financial position. Get you a wifey. Get you 3 wifeys. Well, whatever you do, just enjoy yourself, my nigga. Like the back and forth fighting with men is pointless, bro. There's only going to be one result in those situations.
Exactly.
They're never going to turn out any other way. And if we already know that, why keep doing the same shit?
Exactly.
Shit ain't never going to end good. Like war, there's nothing beautiful about war. People go to war to die.
Basically,
like that's what war is about. You know, you go on the battlefield, someone is going to die.
Basically,
turn that shit around. Like that video was just showing it. You know, find something else to do, bro. If you want to be competitive, fine. Go play a sport then, nigga. Fuck
play
it.
a sport, do some
wanna,
gaming. There's so many ways, bro.
Right. Put some money on
and
it.
And
like,
you can make money.
Get your niggas, you get your niggas, I get my niggas. Let's go play football, nigga. First team to 21, get the bag, whatever the pot is. You know, like do something that makes sense. That's not gonna leave you dead, nigga.
Yeah.
Like for real, bro.
That shit is whack, bro.
Shit is dumb, bro.
And
you want to shoot guns? Fine, go hunting.
Go to war.
Get the
go
biggest
to war.
deer.
Go to war.
Or go to right. Take your ass to the military.
The real war.
The war coming soon, my nigga. And they gonna need you. So take them gun skills that you got in the streets and go to wherever the fuck the soldiers is at.
Go get some real medals and do something for real for the country you living in versus.
And see if you even make it back. Actually,
yeah, bro.
You know,
it's tough.
But yeah, you know, y'all niggas listen or figure it out. Figure it out. You know, because you know we ain't gonna be here to talk to y'all like this forever.
For sure.
You know, do something more positive. Y'all niggas is young. Y'all have a lot of life ahead of you. Don't waste it or don't throw it away. You know, shit is dumb.
It is, bro.
But we're gonna jump to topic number 3.
Little baby smoke.
You know, this is an interesting one.
Little baby smoke.
Lil Yachty versus Karrahboo, right? And if you guys don't know who Karrahboo is, I'm sure you know who Yachty is. She was a part of Yachty's group, Concrete Boys. Is Concrete Boys?
Yeah, well, they're Concrete. I think we're more Concrete.
Concrete,
yeah.
right?
I think it's Concrete Boys now. So y'all could let us know in the comments. Man,
yeah,
you know.
One of those names.
But
anyways,
shout out to Yachty, man.
They end up kicking her out the group, right? I forgot what the reason was for.
Yeah, I don't think the reason got out, and I'm glad you said that because you just reminded me. Like after I heard about it and it was viral, I guess. Like I said, Yachty went online and he was just saying it ain't work out. Whoop, whoop. I wish her the best, and kept it pushing.
Yeah,
that was the last thing I remember hearing about it. And then I was streaming. Was I streaming? No, I was watching another streamer, and she pulled up Yachty on live, and I seen him on live just going off. And that's when I peeped, like, oh man, this shit kind of backfired. Not backfired on him in a sense, but people are trying to make it seem like, it's all him. And what we saying, they was bullying her. I don't know the truth. We don't know what's going on, but
she said like. So what I heard happened was, the girl Karrahboo went to like a dinner somewhere at a restaurant. After Yachty announced that they dropped her, she went out to eat somewhere, and a fan from the restaurant asked her like, "Yo, what happened or whatever the case is." And I think she mentioned that, "Oh, the nigga was bullying me," or some shit like that, right? And the shit got back to Yachty,
of course,
right? I guess the person she told that to went on social media and wrote it like, "Yeah, niggas bullying her or treating her unfairly, blah blah blah," right? And then Yachty responded with this video here. So this was his response to that shit.
I would care, right? Because right now I'm on some everybody type shit. Yeah.
Nigga drive past
bumper. All I ever did was help care, nigga care. If you want to tell this, tell the whole story. Go ahead, tell people how you verbally abuse people. All right? Don't get on here and make it seem like nigga kicked you out. Like nigga kicked you out because bullying you. Bro, go ahead, tell people how you talk to people. How you tell my security guard, oh, you home, oh, you work for me, oh, you ain't got no, you're poor, and we above you, and how you talk to people like they nothing. You talk to people like they small, like they beneath you. Bro. tell people how you verbally abuse people. How you told me you gonna spit on me when you see me. Tell people how you talk to people, bro. How you your brain is clinically imbalanced, bro. How you disrespect people. How you go around treating people in your everyday life. I've been letting you do this whole thing where you act like you like a princess and you sweet and like, oh, you just such a good girl. Bro, stop the front, bro. Internally, we have withheld your actions since the beginning of me giving you this career. What are we talking about, bro? What the fuck are we even talking about, bro? You don't even do nothing. What the Yo, bro. It's so crazy to me, bro, because I've given you a career. And time to time, you just disrespect me. I wrote every verse you've done. I dressed you. I dressed all 5 of y'all, bro. I dressed 5 every time we stepped out the house. I put an outfit on everybody. I put 8-carat earrings in everybody's ear. I put 3 chains on all y'all neck. We bought a Cartier watch. I gave you that chrome Rolex. Bro, you the most you was watching tables. You was waiting. What are we talking about? I changed your motherfucking life. And you on here lying, talking about some we bully you? That got me f***ed up, bro. You got me f***ed up, bro. You disrespectful, bro. You talk to people crazy. You tell people that they are nothing. You tell people you're gonna spit on them. You tell people they poor, and you talk to my fucking label crazy. You claim I was stealing money from you, bro. Stealing money from you how? Stealing money from you how, bro? You ain't made no money, bro. See, this is the problem with you new artists. Y'all get popping online, and then you become more popular than your actual music, right? You $900,000 in a hole, and I got every fucking receipt. $900,000 concrete in a hole. I got every fucking receipt, nigga, and I'ma post it. I dare you, try me. Try me, I'ma post it, nigga. And I'll post how much money your fucking streams are made.
I want to say this though. You know, we was talking about this shit, but it's like when you got Yachty spazzing a little bit, he ain't fully going on. Yeah, when you got Yachty.
Of all people, you know what I mean? Of all people, I never expect that from him. I'm surprised, like, but I understand the frustration because
Come
I'm
on, man.
listening to what he said,
on,
right?
This
And
ain't
it's
even
like,
about picking sides. When I hear it, I'm not picking sides. I'm
it's
just
about right or wrong.
Yeah,
you can hear it.
Yeah.
Bro. When the niggas say, first of all, before Yachty, I've never heard of that girl or any of those people on that camp in the
For
first
sure.
place, right? So that's just he put them on. That's really what it is. He made, like he said, I made you into a star, right? I gave you an opportunity you didn't have before because you were a server at a restaurant. Now you got Rolexes, you got all this fancy shit. I think another part in that video, he said, "Oh, you even lived in my house for free."
Yeah, they basically.
You know, all of this stuff someone has done for you, and then you turn around and say they bullied you or and all this silly shit, right? And you know, people use that bully word because they know it's a trigger word on social
It definitely
media, and
is.
it's kind of that thing that would get you blackballed
Yes.
and shut down
Yeah.
all the way for being a bully, like she said, right? Which I don't believe, right? But this is why, and we were speaking about this earlier. This is why when I see niggas like Rick Ross say, I wouldn't sign a female artist, I wouldn't get involved with female artists, is not because the women aren't good, because Glorilla is amazing. Megan Thee Stallion is good. Well, she did have label issues, but and she
For the
got a
most
whole
part,
bunch.
yeah.
Well,
For the most part,
you know, but Glorilla, I would get Glorilla is good. Saweetie is dope. Doja Cat is dope. You know, like they're female artists that are fruitful financially for labels and people taking the risk with them. This girl, I never thought she was going to be a fruitful artist, especially if the nigga say he has to write all the music.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because if I have to write your music, I have to dress you. I have to put you in a place to live and look good. I have to give you money. Really, what are you doing for me? What do I get from this?
Yeah.
You know, and how could you be mad at somebody like that? Right? The niggas put it all on the line for 5 people. One man paying for 5 people's lives. None, they haven't turned, and he's right. That group ain't turned money yet, bro. They can't sell out no shows. They're moving on Lil Yachty's dime, on Lil Yachty's clout.
Exactly.
They have no hits, no hit records, no #1 song, no nothing, no mixtapes. They don't have anything that's moving. They're just getting clout based off Yachty's relationships. I know you said they had a lookbook with Chrome Hearts.
No,
or they were in the
Denim Tears.
Denim Tears.
Yeah.
They're doing a campaign with them.
Yeah.
And then they got another deal, but it's like these deals aren't coming because they hot. They're coming because it's Yachty.
Definitely.
Yachty's put in the work over the years to garner those relationships, and he's just handing it over to y'all.
Definitely.
And for her to just turn around and be like, you know what I mean?
That's
Come
crazy,
on, man.
bro.
That's why artists, man, it's shit. You know, and that's when people get cocky. And he said it too, right? When he was saying that, oh, you talk to people crazy. I can see that. I see that happen a lot of times, especially with a lot of female artists. once they get into a position where they got a little bit
They get
more,
that little
they start
taste.
talking
Yeah.
down. Yeah, man. They start talking down to people. They start thinking everybody below them, you're peasants, all this type of shit. And it's like their humanity and humility go out the window
Literally, bro.
because they never think they're gonna be back down where they came from. They always jump out the window. Female artists usually jump out the window like that. I've seen it. I've seen it with many of them. Why? I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
yeah, she just
it's hard to even, like figure out that why. But, the most I could say
yeah.
is, you get big headed. And like he said, you go from that to getting clout and actual fame and a following online, and you start building a platform. You start thinking it's you. You
Right.
forget that
Right.
there's a person back there busting their fucking ass. And like he said, 900K is crazy, bro.
It's a lot of money to be in the
Ain't
red.
no artist. And again, we're not knocking her as an artist, but bro, ain't no artist her level getting 900K. And he's talking about the entire
For
group.
what?
I know he's talking about the entire
Yeah.
group, but that's still crazy. You know what I'm
Bro,
trying
they
to
haven't done anything.
say? You know what
They
I
haven't
mean?
contributed anything to music to even to somebody to give them
Don't
that
get me
money.
wrong. The songs is going. The videos is doing great and all of that. But it's like he said,
Yeah.
he's still in a hole. It's still a hole,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's trusting that, and like for one, Yachty been a good person since day one, right? So it's like it's hard for him even to take this type of hit where it's like I literally bust my ass. I literally sacrificed, if not everything, for y'all, and this is how you pay me back.
Right.
You
Right.
go,
Change her life.
you go and tell a lie, or you go and let's just say, bro, if she was drunk or she was on something when this chick asked her and she said, "Yeah, I was out of my mind, like I was tripping," cool. Yeah, I could keep it pushing, but you ain't gotta like try to make it look like someone's doing something to you that they're not. Like, how is a nigga gonna bully you and then technically taking care of you?
That's what I'm saying. Where does the bullying come in? What is he asking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, when you say statements like, "Oh, they were bullying you," how?
But
Right?
you good.
She didn't say how. Right? It was more like, "Oh, he's bullying me," but she didn't say how. Bullying you how? Because there's a lot of different. There's a lot of types of bullying, right? Especially when it comes to male and females. Right? There's a physical. There's the mental.
Which I highly doubt is physical.
Hell
It might
no.
have been verbal, but that's like any group. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you feel me? If we recording and I'm doing my verse and you like, nah, nigga, that shit ain't got enough energy, nigga. That shit, you sound soft. Well, I'm supposed to get mad and be like, yeah, man, Frazier was bullying me in the studio. Like, what the
Right.
No, nigga, do the
And
shit
that's
again. Do better. You know what I'm saying?
do it better.
If
Exactly.
she
And
talking
that's
about
what's
that,
funny?
come on, man. And
And
he
that's what
writing
it
your shit.
and he's writing.
First of all,
Come
can
on.
we like? I know it's possible for Yachty to hear this and see this, but it's like, bro, how much do you think it will cost for Yachty to write you a hit for real?
If you had to pay him, shit. Bro.
You get what I'm saying?
The nigga already wrote a bunch of platinum records.
That's why I'm trying to
So
just skip that. If you know, you know. But
that nigga, shit, it'll be three. You probably want 300,000, bro.
So
you probably want
you can
300,000.
multiply that by how many members? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
it was like four of them,
and then
and he was
styling.
five, I
Then
think.
there's styling.
And not cheap clothes, right? You talking about $3,000 jeans
You
and
talking
shit.
about a chrome heart watch, 8
You know
carat
what I mean?
earrings. Like, he's giving them the look he has, which I commend him. Yachty,
he had to work for that shit.
Yachty, you bro, and to come from the artist that nobody thought would make it,
Right. Right.
Nobody believed in him. Nobody think he could do a James
Mm-hmm.
Blake. Nobody believed in none of that. To say, you
Mm-hmm.
know what, I'm gonna build this for some young niggas to come up, woo woo woo,
Right.
and bro, it happens, right? Everything happened for a reason, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
we dislike the energy where someone thinks, oh, you were bullying me, and and when I hear
Mm-hmm.
that, all I hear is you're projecting what you were doing to people. You were the one bullying people.
Right.
Like we was talking about yesterday. Oh, well, yeah, it was yesterday. Like, why are you trying to talk down on the niggas that's protecting you?
Right.
Security?
Security. Imagine that. Imagine that. The nigga that's supposed to uh stand in front of a bullet for you, you talking down to. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like the people like that, bro, don't deserve opportunities, man. Fuck that. Straight up. They don't,
I
man.
mean, look,
Because
it's in the pudding though, right? Like,
right.
and again, I'm sure he wanted to keep it. He didn't want to do it that way, but it's like, bro, if you're gonna be like that, you're not in the group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It ain't no hard feelings. It's business at the end of the day. But for her, it
Mm-hmm.
probably was personal. And I think that's
Yeah,
kind of
bro.
where it
Because it
always that communication get mixed up. You start mixing your personal
yeah.
with the fact that Yachty's really your manager. You know what I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to say? He's really
Mm-hmm.
your boss, and you probably don't like that either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or
You know,
he made it so comfortable that he blurred the line between boss and
I
employee.
could, I could, I could, I could see that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You know what
Hearing
I
you,
mean?
as soon as you said it, I'm
Where
like, yeah, she felt
they're
entitled.
so close
Yeah,
and the entitlement, like, yo, you my
family.
man.
Yeah,
So yeah. But and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's still like, you know, it's like going to work and being cool with your boss, but that nigga come down on you for fucking up and you get mad. Like, no,
I
nigga,
mean,
you fucked up.
it's
I don't care.
crazy. You've been in that position where
Yeah.
you're a boss. You got to tell niggas what to
Mm-hmm.
do. Some of these niggas,
Mm-hmm.
they probably like, man, wanted to go to the ball with that nigga after this, but now I don't want to go because he just told me I got to woo woo woo. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
is what it is, bro.
Right.
But you got to know how to garner yourself in every
Yeah,
scenario.
man.
Like, if you're my boss and you're telling me this, I can't be like how we would be in the crib. I can be like, nigga, fuck you,
Right.
nigga. I can't.
Right.
We're at work.
Like what?
You know what I'm saying?
We're at
So
work.
it, hey man, more power to Yachty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Karrahboo, do your thing, but trying to slander niggas' names and make it seem like
Yeah.
they doing shit that they wasn't doing. That's the worst. That's the
Mhm.
worst way to go about it, because you got to understand, Yachty been in the industry.
Yeah. All right.
He know what you
Mm-hmm.
know. He know what you think you gonna know. He know all of it. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think she should apologize if she want. Apologize,
Mm-hmm.
make that shit right, and move on how you want to move on. But don't try to leave it and then have a nigga feeling like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the shit we used to say? Leaving a bad taste in a nigga mouth. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
do that. Don't
Mm-hmm.
do that shit, bro. Don't do that
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, but and that's the thing, man. I feel like and Gotti's gonna learn this, right? And he's actually learning it now.
Exactly.
Where when it's okay to help people, but there's something called doing holding their hands. There's a difference between helping and holding someone's hand. I feel like from what I've seen, he's been holding their hand, right? Like literally, okay,
And the minute he
I'm gonna
let
write the
go,
songs. The minute he let go, or even not even let go, maybe the minute he just hold two fingers instead of the whole hand, it's like, yo, man, what about the other fucking three?
mm-hmm,
It's like, huh? I'm still holding you.
mm-hmm,
What the
mm-hmm,
fuck?
yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's shit like, and he's learning it now. He's realizing like he has crippled their ability to self-sustain.
yeah,
Um and like you said, soon as you let go of that hand or let go of the three other fingers, it's like, yo, man, you let me out here. Fuck you, man. It's like, huh, nigga, I'm still holding you. You just gotta hold it down in this area right now.
bro. I
And
I said it to myself today while we was moving around. I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, can you imagine Yachty like, yo, I fuck with y'all boys. All right,
Mhm.
whatever, our style, let's do it. You imagine me going through that and then saying, this nigga Yachty paint his nails, man. I don't fuck with that nigga, and just turn the whole shit inside out, like
Stupid
over
shit.
some dumb shit.
Crazy.
And again, I'm just using that as an example. Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of what she did. Bullying.
Yeah. Bro, she destroyed her entire.
Not gonna say her entire, but I get what you like. Yeah, she kind of played herself in a way where, hey man, like you do know that again, concrete is still moving, obviously, but it's like, why put yourself in the position to, I guess, to be, I don't know, is it to seem like above? What do you think is the core? Like, what's the what's the real reason? Because why would anybody want to try to make you seem bad? I never really, my mind don't work
tough,
that way,
man.
bro. But if
this one, it's like I said, it's because this shit is so out of the blue, bro. I can't. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't pinpoint it outside of, like I said, he was holding her whole hand, and now he's holding two fingers, and she's like, "Yo, you're not taking care of me well enough." And it's like, huh, like, motherfucker, I took you from a server at a restaurant to a popular artist with Rolexes and $3,000 jeans and all that. You you're staying at a mansion, and all I ask you is to respect the people that work for me, and that's something you can't do. You can't show regular respect to a human being because you feel you're above, and that's the shit I don't like about like people that have that mentality where it's like, bro, if Michael Jackson was the biggest artist to ever live, and that nigga still had respect for everyone. There's nobody with a disrespectful Michael Jackson story where Michael was like nasty or disrespectful to him. He's the biggest artist to ever live. Who the fuck are you, upcoming artists, to feel like you're bigger than what you are?
Seriously.
If Michael Jackson can be a humble human being, your ass should really just shut up. Like, I don't understand that, but I see people. I've seen it. I've seen it where, it's like the girl that was in the hood. She dating regular niggas, and then she lucked up and get a baller. And before, she knew everybody was cool with her. She started dealing with a baller, and like, you see her one day, y'all walking in the street, and she walks past you like she don't even know you. It's like, yeah, we grew up together since we were kids.
You're a peasant.
What happened? You're a peasant. I have graduated to something better. I don't mingle or even say hi to peasant. That's the mentality that these
and
people
have.
Not just girls.
I ain't really want to talk on it, but because it's somehow they're trying to line it up with with the cousin in the podcast.
Yes, that is true.
Just to make it simple and short, I think it's kind of on the same energy of,
I can see that.
And again, we're not saying you weren't shit before, but you weren't doing anything before this.
Yeah.
Luckily, you do have a fortunate cousin like Yachty that can change your life. And let's be real, like this.
Bro, come on.
Don't get me wrong. He got to grind. You got to obviously get up and work and do this fucking pod and do things that you normally wasn't doing. That's another thing that some people don't want to do. So I could also see that leaning over into Karrahboo where, yo, Yachty up at this time, you got to be up at this time.
Yep.
Or everybody's ready to go and it's like, where's she at?
Yeah.
Oh, go get her. And somebody try to go
get
her and she's like, oh, fuck you, nigga. Like, you ain't shit, nigga. I'm just making this up, but it's like, that's just kind of how I see it.
I can see it.
I can see it happening that way.
Just like that.
Like, before this, you wasn't living like this. You wasn't even probably talking. Matter of fact, you probably was talking like this before. That's probably the only thing that's kind of the same. But it's like, I just think, it goes to this whole thing of this whole episode is kind of like appreciate the shit that's happening versus trying to make it seem like you could have did this shit all on your own.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, this shit bro. And again, bro, you know, niggas been in music. We've been in all these little spaces, so we kind of get it. But it's like when you get to a point where it's actually working and fame is actually happening, because I say this much, right? And this is for, I'll say it's probably more so for the ladies to hear, right? You get into a group and you know you doing your thing. Woo woo happen. You don't like whatever. You wanna now you wanna slander someone from the past group or whoever and say, yeah, they was bullying me and they was doing all these things to me. Now, the same way you went somewhere to eat and this person is asking you about it, someone could be pressing you too.
Right.
You know,
Right.
there's always a positive and a negative to this shit. You get what I'm saying? And I think these people don't think about it. And I thought you was going with this earlier when we was talking about the YBC shit, just so y'all understand how I'm catching it up. It's like, I don't think these people have like, I guess the only word I could use for right now is like a radar on,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Oh
on
yeah.
when to do or be. Like I was telling him, you know, I'm in Target. I think I was in Target, bro. Yeah, it was Target. And my homegirl's looking at clothes. Dude walk in, he with a chick. I pay attention. So he got on like sweats. I peep he got a piece on him. But he got on sweats, so the shit is showing or whatever. And you know, we move around the store, woo woo, but it get to a point where he's kind of like in a blind spot, and I kind of like did some shit like this. I got a hoodie on this shit, so I did some shit like this. And no lie, the nigga kind of like flinched a little bit, like whoa, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just look at him like, you good, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
hey, nigga ain't on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like, if he could flinch, he could pull the trigger.
Oh yeah. Easy.
You know,
Easy.
but you got to know. And hey, I'm not saying, hey, more props to him, because if I was on that, he was on point for the most part, right?
He was ready.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you got to know how to still keep that cool, how to keep that calm. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I personally, I just want to say this. I think it still has to do with this man versus woman war situation.
Sure.
Spiritual situation. Trying to bring down a brother for bringing up people. Like, imagine that
Imagine
you're
that.
trying to bring him down because he brought you up. Come on,
Shit
man.
is it's
Come on, man.
but that isn't
Come on, man.
so funny, man. It's
Come on.
that's usually how it is, right? It's
Unfortunately, bro. Unfortunately.
it's
In
usually
history,
the
bro.
person. You know what I
It's
mean?
literally in
I was
history.
gonna dig back into some old shit, but it's usually the way things go, right? It's usually the person with the heart to, I mean, Scarface, right? This character that everybody glorifies so much killed the man who put him on and took his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the man you guys glorify, actually, bro, he got his best friend killed because he was dating his sister,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And he
So,
knew, essentially.
and
He
he
knew
knew,
that was
right?
risky, in a sense.
Right. But this is a mentality that so many people in hip hop revere. So I'm not surprised that people in hip hop have this mentality as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and unfortunately, this is what's happening to Yachty now. If I was him, if I was you, Yachty, I would drop everybody. Actually, I would drop that entire team. I wouldn't deal with artists anymore, and you just continue to do what you do. You don't need people undeserving of opportunities destroying all the ones you've gained for yourself. And because this can easily destroy your brand, my nigga, and you will have to spend all these months or years working your way back. Don't allow them to trick you out of your position. Get rid of their asses.
For sure.
They ain't worth it.
And again,
They ain't
I'm
worth it.
sure, like you said, this scenario is this is probably his learning curve, right? To see,
Yeah.
okay, I tried that. I made that attempt to bring some people up and build something, and this is kind of how it went. And sometimes it does deter a nigga to be like, I ain't doing this shit again. I'm gonna just do me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, we know what it is. It's generational. It's youth. That's what he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks that someone can trigger him this much. I think that's the part that just bothers me the most, to be real, is like the fact that you actually triggered someone that I would never expect to see triggered. That's
Never.
like me being online crashing the fuck out.
Yeah.
Niggas would
Yeah,
never
it's
see
like,
that.
damn, what the hell happened?
What really happened? Like,
what really happened?
You know, but
what should I do to this nigga? You know,
it's not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool.
Yeah.
I hope
took him out of his element, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I heard he was
Took
saying
him
like
out of
he
his
was
element.
actually feeling like sick during that live before he wasn't feeling too well and all that. So it's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Stop trying to bite the hand that feeds you, bro. Like, and that's that shit that, you know, it's upbringing shit, man. It's upbringing shit. It's not smart.
It's the social media shit too. You know, it's also that
pressure.
You know,
that's another pressure.
The pressure you get. You know, these people have hundreds of thousands of followers and shit. So now you see, niggas start. Who did this shit, bro? Niggas be thinking they bigger than the program. That's the problem. I think she realized she became the favorite person out of the group, and she probably started to feel herself like she's bigger than Yachty now because she's got all that likes and love.
You know what?
From social media.
I'm not even gonna wrong her for that, right? But again, take Yachty out of the picture. And Yachty was saying this to Cuz on the pod. Take me out of the picture. What would you been doing? What you would have been doing with me without me in this picture?
And that's that.
Where would Karrahboo be if Yachty ain't say,
Yachty?
Come stay at my crib. I'm gonna write you some music. I'm gonna style you. I'm gonna look out for you. Let's do this.
She'd have been a servant still.
Probably.
You know.
Probably.
I think, and like I said, man, and we'll close it out with this. You know, I've never been, never had the mentality to just give people things.
For sure. We ain't grow up like that.
I always want, nah.
Niggas ain't grow up like that.
You gotta work for it. You have to work for it because, you know, I always say this shit. You know, like people would ask me about like trading, and it's like, hey, can you trade for me? I always tell niggas, no, I will not. I would teach you how. I would teach you how to trade, but I would not trade for you because the last thing you want is for your life to be dependent on how I'm moving.
Yeah.
Because if I wake up tomorrow morning and I'm not interested in trading,
how
are you going to make money?
And they might feel a way too.
You know?
Like they might feel like you don't care about them and their money and all the other shit that got nothing to do with you for real.
Right.
So
you know, that's the shit, man. You know, don't just like go with your hands out, man. Find a way to be sustainable too, man.
Definitely.
You know, and you're not going to be in these predicaments. And young people, right? You young motherfuckers, right? I understand a lot of us come from the ghetto. We didn't have much.
For sure.
And we all want to get a little bit. But when you get a little bit, don't become the person that looked down on you when you was down.
Exactly.
You know, too many people do that shit. They become they forget that when they had nothing, the person that treated them like shit, they didn't like that person, but then they get something and become that same person. Like, nah, bro. Why carry on the hurt? Why? Because you got hurt, you think you have to do it to somebody else, or you got to make somebody else feel the same way. No, man. Grow up, be strong, and that shit ain't that deep, man.
No, seriously.
You know. So, yeah, Karrahboo. You know, I hope this is a learning lesson, Yachty. I hope it's a learning lesson for you too, my friend.
That's a fact. Man.
But you guys are young. Y'all have time to prevail and recoup and move forward.
Most definitely.
Do it the best way possible, man. But yeah, let's get up out of here, folks. We had y'all in here for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
I hope y'all enjoyed this one. You know, like I said before, we're not we don't really plan them as much as we need to. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. Hopefully, the next time y'all see us, we in the same space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're trying to do it.
We'll get that real pod vibe, that real energy, and you know, we about to turn this shit up, man. You know, like
yeah, man. Yeah, no,
it's time.
You already know.
It's time,
God
man.
damn it.
Official Belaire,
Frazier
here.
Oh yeah,
15 here.
15 here. Real life shift. We gonna holler at you folks next time.
Yeah, man.
And peace out,
Peace,
man.
man.
Have a good night.
Holla at y'all boys, man.